line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet, not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's race day. 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 Crank it up.
All right, fans, it is that time of day again here live on PTM Racing TV. We are here today at the famed WWT Raceway Park in Madison, Illinois. It's time to see who the Misfitz iRacing League can bring it to the show and bring it to the tail, as we are going to go 120 laps the distance here on the track. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader Christian Char, joining you guys right now here live under the lights, as we are currently being ready to hit the track down to its peak time and all that. Should be an interesting little go. As currently drivers are finishing up their qualifying spots, we only have about 24 more seconds left, and then we will be getting to the action at hand here. Right now, as you can see, though, on the starting lineup, though, immediately Singleton coming to mind, taking the early advantage here. And then back here with Patrick Jennings, Kelly Hyde in the 9th spot, and Sharon Slade going in the 8th slot here. So Sharon definitely going to have her hands full here to deal with all the company and everybody around the track. And Anthony Emmerich and Noah Henkel not qualifying in this case. So that will force their hand a little. They'll have to settle it back in the pack here and see what they can bring to the table as they stack them off. But race fans, the time has come here. It is time to look at your Speedmaster grading order. In Madison, Illinois' WWT Raceway, it's time to see the lineup. And on the pole, he'll stay there from the beginning. It's the 51, Jesse Singleton. Is outside in the 35. It's Josh Previtt. Row number 2 is going to be the 4 of Philip Willis. Outside of them in the 31, it is Dominic Lee. Row number 3 is Matt Mingle in the 12. Outside of them in the 48 is Trevor Keith. Row number 4 is TJ Lear in the 85. Outside of them in the 18, Sharon Slade. Row number 5 is going to be Kelly Hyde in the 26. Outside of them in the 38, it is Patrick Jenks. Final starters in this one, row 6, it's Anthony Emmerich in the 23. With the outside of them being the 91, Noah Henkel. And with that said and put into motion, race fans, drivers are now locked and loaded here on the track. 120 laps to the distance here. This will be a staged on event. 30 laps for stage 1, another 30 to make it 60 in stage 2. 120 ends out the race. So a final 60 lap run there to get to that 120 position. Shouldn't be too hard of a race, but again, we've seen before where these kind of tracks, they'll force your hand a little bit. I'm curious to see how these drivers fare and how they handle the nerves It's going to get interesting here because there's going to be a whole lot of challenging for position and jockey for the run here. Give you guys a really good view of just this track as well here, just to give you some idea of what you are seeing. It's a mile long in length, but it has very unique cornerings. Actually, turn 1 and 2, corners of 90-degree bankings, where corner number 3 and 4, 11 degrees in banking. And actually, turn 1 and 2, extremely tighter actually in the corners, so you have to really kind of muscle it into the brakes here, but you have to gas a little harder there on that back half for that turn 3 and 4. All in all though, this place will not hold back. It will not hold its punches back either. It will throw you into the wall if it feels like it. Jesse Singleton gonna bring us across the stripes here to the Speedmaster starting zone. We fire him down, we fire him off. It is go time here in Madison, Illinois. Race fans, get ready. It's time for some Misfitz iRacing League action. Well, we'll hammer him down. Out of the gate, it is going to be the number 51, Jesse Singleton, taking the advantage early on, though. Troubles already a brewing in stage 1. And the Hammer, Kelly Hyde, unfortunately, caught off guard and coming for a ride there off of 2. See what exactly went round down here, unfortunately, as the PTM Racing TV instant replay finally gets itself working. Looks like Hyatt may have been a little too aggressive off that corner. Yeah, both Anthony Emmerich and Hyatt actually were slip and slide, and both guys just went right around. No contact made for them, just a spin. I mean, really, there really wasn't much they could do, though. Once that truck is already loose and it's gone, and that's one thing you're going to see a lot of. Here they shift down into the gears, too quick on the gas, and with those cold tires, good luck with that. That was not going to get you very far, though, unfortunately. I hate to say it. Well, really hard to kind of talk about the race when lap 1, literally everybody is already in the back, kind of had a spin out. So thankfully, even without that damage on the trucks, that does allow us to kind of keep things under control and at least get things back to the fight here. Field's gonna regroup, reset. Hopefully this time around they'll be able to kind of learn from that little mistake there. You can't get aggressive out of the start. You gotta watch these corners. This track isn't exactly gonna give you any breaks there, boys. Packed, stacked, ready to go back on the attack here. Rack them off of turn number 4 this time around. Singleton and Previte will be leading them in. Josh Previte and Jesse Singleton going to stretch them down that front straightaway here. Both drivers locked up. The lights flash and we're racked to green. Bit of a hard little ground clearance there for Previte as he makes his way right past Singleton. Everybody else staying clear. Noah Hinkle, slight bit tight off the corner, does back off as Kelly Hyatt falls way back in the pack. They'll stay clean, but now they got to keep it green. I don't think that's going to happen for one in the back. Trevor Keith, the 48, tumble whips it and tumbleweeds it off of turn 3. Slight damage on the rear corner panel there. I believe he might have taken a little hit there, or if not, he just kind of slapped the wall. It looked like he may have just slapped the wall, and that was about it. Came right around, looked like he was trying to avoid the 31, and then yoinks it right into the wall. Gives it a little kiss for his troubles. Definitely don't think that's what he had in mind, but unfortunately, it's kind of the way it's going to play out for him. Yeah, you can see it right here. As soon as that truck was loose, it was gone. Yeah, if you got a loose truck, there's no way to control it, then really not a whole lot you can really do at that point. Well, we do have the honor to at least listen in to some of these drivers and see what is going on down with these cats today. It's going to be a bit of an interesting little talk, I'll say. I'm not really sure who we're going to bring in first, but I do know whoever we do bring in, this should be an interesting little chat. And I think we're going to go ahead and chat with him right now. The number 12 here, Matt Mingo, joins me on the call. Matt, you got a copy down there?
Before I do.
All right, well, Matt, right now I qualified 5th, still stuck in that top 5 bracket, but I gotta ask you, man, we haven't even been able to get a full lap in. Turn 1 and 2 have bit some drivers, and 3 and 4 seem to be biting some drivers. What's going on down there with these guys?
Just cold tires, cold track, being impatient, you know, all of the above. I nearly lost it right when Trevor did. I downshifted too early. I think he did the same thing. Sad to see a teammate go, especially, you know, scheme maker, but happens to the best of us.
Well, I mean, it only is stage number 1. You think these guys can start really buckling down here through stage number 2?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get better come stage 2. We're going to see faster times once we get heat in the tires and some heat in the track as well. And also once we start hitting our grooves.
For sure there. All right, well, Mingo, we appreciate your time here, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Matt Mingo, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there. Good to hear from him once more. Dominic Lee right now currently getting ready to kind of bolster it back down to the track. We talk with him now as he gets ready to roll out in the number 31 back to the green flag start. But Dominic, you got a copy down there?
I sure do.
All right, well, you have the line, and right now currently you have a bit of a line going. Currently still hanging around in the top 5 bracket, and everyone else behind you is kind of getting all over the place. But you had a little trouble there in turn number 3. What happened out there?
Well, I just downshifted a little too early and almost did what Trevor Keith did there and spun it.
So with that being said, is it going to really kind of be more of a breaking it down kind of track with the brakes, or is it going to be more of just kind of making sure you keep the RPMs up a certain way when you're in these corners?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, you got to be real technical. Make sure you don't downshift too early and, you know, spin it out.
For sure there. All right, well, Dominic, we're heading back to the green. We wish you the best of luck, sir.
Appreciate it.
Dominic Lee, ladies and gentlemen, there on the line as we get ready to head him back down to the green flag restart zone. Fans back on their feet, ready to rip this one around. We're going to go green out of the gate. We're back at it. Stage number 1 still not done and over with just yet. Now the biggest thing is, can we get it through the first set of corners? We got it through turn 1 and 2. Yes, we did, and we are now going to move them down the back half. Singleton gaining a huge lead. Josh Previtt though staying behind. Dominic Lee right in that fold. I don't think I need to say anything about these two. The history of these two right now is pretty much speaking for itself. And they're already kind of backing at it here again. Matt Mingo and the number 12 going to go a little hard here with the number 18, Sharon Slade. She's trying to stay out of trouble. Bumps it down a little bit there off the corner. Number 1 goes through the corner. Mingo not able to capitalize. Good run by the 18. She'll stay in the chains. Eddie Emmerich even now kind of making his way into that bat out of a fight, looking to try to take one on these drivers. It's go time here, in position for everyone involved as they continue to ramp it out. 3 wide off the corner. Slowing down the pace. Emmerich, daily trouble, double trouble for the number 23. He takes control. So reverberating throughout the course, yet still these drivers just continue to kind of make their way through the pace and through the game plans here. Philip Willis, number 4, making a little bit of a fight back here. Josh Previtt sticks his way in between Dominic Lee and them. Last time out though, on the very last lap, Dominic Lee would get a little bit of receipt from that 35. This time though, the shoe on the other foot, Josh Previtt losing control off of turn number 2. Got a little too tight, looked like, and as soon as it came around, there was nowhere for him to go. We'll take another look at the instant replay here and see what went wrong there with the number 35 camp. Looks to me, though, like the car just kind of got a little too rambunctious for its own good. Looks like on the shift back there, that's when it kind of messed him up there. Oh, hold on a minute, folks. We didn't even have the replay up. That's our bad. I thought we switched that over there, producers. Can we get it? Thank you. Sorry about that. Producers aren't doing their job today. Alright, one more look at it here before we get back to the live feed here. This is what happened. Came off the corner. Just a little too aggressive on the RPMs, and you see the car just had no grip. With those trucks and those equipment, those tires need a little bit of air to make it through that field, make it through that pack, and that's exactly, unfortunately, what they're struggling to deal with, as I'm currently struggling to deal with a lot of things right now, from apparently audio to technical difficulties. The glitch graphic gremlins are in full force today, folks. We'll talk more with the drivers as we go along with this race here, but race fans, when we come back, still more action to come from the WWT Technology Raceway. Tonight's race here is presented in part by our friends at Speedmaster Boats. With the fastest RC radio controlled boats around, only one brand name can stand above all else, and that is none other than Speedmaster. Be sure to get your fast boat set today for your RC habits. So right now, currently, the field gonna regroup, recenter off. Interesting start here for some drivers, a very crazier start for others. Nevertheless, though, it has been a very good little back and forth action display for everybody involved. If you do hear a little heater in the background, by the way, it is a little cold over here in Illinois, so I currently wanted to warm up. It's no different than in Iowa right now, although Iowa is raining. So, traveling here in Illinois, I had to make sure I warmed up a little bit. I'm cold over here, guys. I'm sorry. These drivers are lucky. They get to wear fire suits. Those things are pretty much like putting yourself in a hot volcano. You ain't ever gonna have to worry about fire burns, but you do make sure you stay nice and toasty in there. You catch a nice breeze at least with the wind there, I'll say. Anyway, gonna get it back up started here. We're still not done with stage number 1. Third caution of the day here to Josh Previtt. Joe Chardeff has joined the chat here. He is saying go JDK Motorsports. Joe, thanks so much for coming on board here today, sir. Yeah, I think literally last week coming off that big win, getting a receipt taken care of, and you know, just a little bit of that aggression in the rivalry kind of burrowing over guys like Dusty Singleton, Trevor Keith, Matt Mingo. They all now have a little bit of some reliance on trying to make sure they stay out of that messes and stay out of those problematic situations. But for now, anyway, it's all about who can race the hardest and who can race the fastest. Back to the green we go. Remember, Philip Willis had won at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the same place that Dominic Lee had given a little love tap to the 35 in corner number 4. Ended up costing both drivers a chance at trying to get that win out of the box. Jesse Singleton, though, man, talk about pure dominance on his recollection. One on a road course, one on an oval, and it's been just completely defiant in all sense of the word and all sense of the regard. Trying to hold it back to number 4, Philip Willis here as the laps fade off. Anthony Emmerich in the 23 right now, kind of sticking right behind number 31 Camp. Looks like Emmerich might be finally figuring out how to get a little bit of the cornering going, get some more speed cooked up. Definitely helping out the cause here. Trevor Keith, the 48, also hanging in there with that 85 with TJ Lear, the driver himself. Currently just looking for an opposition error advantage. Bolstering down though, off of corner number 1 and 2. Here comes the number 48. Trevor Keith doing a great job firing it hard at TJ Lear. TJ though able to outmaneuver him just a slight bit on the straightaway. Having that inside line certainly helps the cause a little bit and forces that 48 up high side just a bit more. Huge opening and a huge ground clearance given to there. Keith isn't exactly going to leave him alone though. He'll keep pushing the agenda on him to make that pass. And I am not going to let it go. Just because you're out of Halloween season doesn't mean you're off the hook with me there, GG boy. He's still wearing that Spider-Man suit and that Light McQueen helmet. I don't know what Disney creation he was thinking he was going to come up with for Halloween still, but he has not changed it back yet, and it is absolutely driving me insane. You just can't mix those two brands together. That just does not make any sense in my opinion. I'm sorry, but it does not. I like the Cars movies, and I'm honestly not too fond of Spider-Man stuff, but I did like him as a kid, so I gotta at least say that. Coming down the road right now while those two go at it, Josh Previtt and Patrick Jenks having a little bit of a tussle as well. Every driver for themselves here currently dealing with the change, dealing with the momentum at hand. A lot on the line right now, and everybody is making good use and fully aware of it. Ramping down the field right now, currently a battle for the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth spots here, still up for grabs. Philip Wallace here, the number 4, currently holding down the line. It's just a Singleton trying to keep a distance further out than most do on 2020 social distancing methods. Let's look at the lap time too. I want to see this real quick as we're looking at the times here. You can see there's a bit of a gap change between these two guys. Willis managing to get a couple of tenths off him and making sure he keeps him fair and honest, but Singleton, when he gets it back in the throttle, man, he's not letting him up that easily. Certainly making quite the handful for him. Yeah, on board camera here with Dominic Lee as we see the Ford F-150, the only Ford out of the bunch currently keeping the pressure on. Oh, Singleton into the wall. Here goes Willis on the outside. And it looks like Singleton got a little too tight coming off of turn number 2. Opens the door up. Here goes the Publix 4. He's looking for another win here. Went winless literally the entire season nearly until he finally got to Indy, and all of a sudden it like something just switched in the number 4 camp. He's got 2 more laps to go here at stage number 1. Dominic Lee now going to put the pressure on the 51 Singleton, making that costly error, and I don't even think the Black & Decker 51 was aware he made it until it was too little too late. Dominic looking to throw it right into the turn. He will indeed. He drops the bombshell on him, throws it in. Emmerich right behind him looking in as well. Trying to get all she's worth here in the final laps of stage 1. Philip Willis, though, got all the room, all the time he needs. This is exactly what he wanted to see, and Singleton has fallen back even further in the field. He's running out of room. He's running out of time. Off of turn number 3 to turn number 4, Emmerich looking to take Singleton's spot away from him and get another higher position up. But for Philip Willis, another stage belongs to the 4. Okay, looks like that is not the end of the stage. I think I might have misread the numbers on that one. It's not that one. It's got a lap 35, right? Either way, at least you know he is currently just making sure he is keeping full control of this race. Okay, so I misjudged. I missaid it was 35.65 in lap and then to lap 120. So I apologize in advance. It's actually lap 35. I thought it would be lap 30. That was my bad, folks. Still, though, the lead you got, Willis has got. I think honestly we might be comfortable saying he's got this one kind of wrapped up for stage 1 anyway. Well, the battle back here doesn't seem to be disagreeing on that, but at the same time, they seem to be disagreeing on who's going to be finishing where else in there. Matt Mingo currently trying to make a move around Trevor Keith. Keith, though, able to keep him back on the high side, passes him up for the corner. Josh Previtt, the 35, leaning his way in as well. Previtt earlier on with that little tail whip, tail spin, now trying to fight back quickly. Uh-oh, it's big a tail whip, goes to 12. He's going to get a piece of that wall protection down there. No damage seems to be done on the 12, and they stay green. No caution now. They're going to finish under the green here, it looks like. Mingo's got to hurry up, though, and get back on the throttle quick and get back into this faster than they know. Sharon Slade also, with troubles, had to end up into pit road, and the 18 machine now finds themselves in an even worse spot than I think they're expecting here. Noah Henkel right now in the 91 making some moves and some progress as well off this 51. Looks like as soon as the 51 Singleton took that damage, that right side did more than just get tore up. It actually affected his entire speed and aerodynamics of the truck. It's literally got nothing to his name, or really nothing to his credit. That is not a good sign by any means. That is going to be a very tight little deal to have to fight through. As Philip Willis will come off the corners of turn number 3 and 4 this time on by. If I am not mistaken, this is the end of stage number 1. A very strong showing from the number 4. There we go. There's the caution flag. Stage number 1 winner on your screen, the Publix number 4 Toyota Tundra. This says Philip Willis. Got stage 1, takes the points. Now just needs another stage to his name and a win here, and he'll be pretty much all but kind of wrap it up. Everybody pretty much heading into pit road right now. Looks like they're going to kind of settle themselves back on around here. It is a pit stop in this business. Thatcher Jenks going to stay on out here, kind of blew the line, and looks like trying something a little different in terms of scope or the strategy that he's coming up with. We'll have a listen in to see why that is and what he is up to right now. Very interested to know what's going on down there. Let's take a listen in. The number 38 W Machine joins us now on the call.
What are we doing tonight?
We're doing all right here at Jenks, and it looks like things been quite all right as well for you, but very interesting little stop here. You actually do not enter in where everyone else enters in for the pit stops. Are you waiting an extra lap, or what are you thinking down here?
Exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to wait an extra lap here. You know, we need that extra point. We're in a very tight points battle for that points lead, and every point counts.
With the way things have been this race as well, how is the fuel mileage looking versus over the tire mileage feeling?
Honestly, the tires don't seem like they fall off too much, but the fuel mileage is definitely going to be something to look into throughout the race.
It certainly will be
And-
indeed. Yep.
I was gonna say thank you for coming with us tonight. Good job.
No worries there. All right, best of luck down there, Jenks. You bring the Fireball 38 back into the pits. I said W originally by accident. It's actually Fireball there, boys. So Dominic Lee going to keep his truck ahead of the number 4 here. Actually gets it right off of pit road. But let's listen to your stage number 1 winner here. He joins me now here in the number 4 camp. And Willis, great showing there in stage number 1. Coming up a little later on, but managing to outwit and outlast the 51 Singleton. When he slammed into that wall, did you think that was pretty much kind of be like your key to the kingdom, if you will, to take this one?
My job was just to keep it off the wall myself, but Singleton's, fortunately, he's having little problems, but trying to get her clean tonight, and we'll see what we can do.
Do you think a little bit of the track maybe kind of tightening up some of these corners, especially the exits, more often than getting it looser, you think?
I think it's actually getting a little slicker, so getting a little freer to me.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here from there, but nevertheless, Willis, appreciate your time, sir.
Yeah, 10-4, thanks.
Philip Willis here letting you guys in on a little idea of what he's going through, what he's enduring down there on the track. He's trying to stay focused in on his line, as is this man here, another former winner on the show, the 48, Trevor Keith.
Not a winner yet. Looking for the first win, actually. But
I thought we already had you as a winner here on the show.
unfortunately not. I've gotten close several times.
No.
All
Okay,
good.
well, at least I know who the underdog is, and we're seeing who can pull off a win once in a while.
Leading in points, but no wins. Struggling right now. Got to spin. Don't know. I don't really know. I was fast in practice. The truck felt great. Feels a little different this time. So
Does it seem like some of the corners maybe just kind of irking you a little bit more than the others, just trying to hang on to that line, you think?
yeah, maybe me pushing a little too hard. I don't know, but it just seems really tight in the middle and snappy loose coming off, and it's just hard to manage right now. So we're trying to figure it out. Still got this stage, another stage, try to figure out what I'm doing wrong. So we're gonna keep working on it, try to get some more track position. Don't like being back here in 6th, want to be up there in top 2. So we're gonna keep working.
Plenty of time to get it done there, down Keith. Best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Tracker Boats, Bass Pro Shops, number 48. Toyota Tundra driver, Trevor Keith on the line, race fans. Dominic Lee will bring our drivers back to the resurrected start. Behind him, though, Josh Previtt and Anthony Emmerich. And then, of course, beside him, your stage number 1 winner, and Philip Willis. Entering off of corner number 4, this down the straightaway here. We are ready to get him back to it. A big getaway there. Again, though, trouble. Previtt couldn't quite hold it down, and once more, the Monster Energy 35 whips it around. He knew he has got to get aggressive off these starts if he wants any chance to really kind of make it off there with these guys. But again, this is maybe just a little too aggressive even for his own good. Came off though right off turn number 1. Had a great little run there on the 4. But you see as he started to gas back into it, there goes the rear end. Did not keep it straight. Unlike Mingo though, he was able to stay out the wall protection in the inside barriers. Didn't hit the outside barriers like Singleton did earlier, but I think honestly the most embarrassing thing for him, I believe, is probably just the fact that he did spin out when he was battling for a 2nd place position. Well, I've been there, done that. I've done it plenty of times here on the asphalt sides. And this right here, you can see right here, as soon as the truck was gone, it was gone. He was trying to save it though, but it just couldn't go. So 35 going to get re-centered out here. Dominic Lee, Philip Wilson, Anthony Emmerich going to be the top 5 now, really. TJ Leary even making a little bit of a drive back here. We'll listen to those guys a little later on. Currently, we've been talking to everybody and everyone today so far. We are going to go ahead and take a quick little listen in though with Jesse Singleton now. He joins us on the call here. And Singleton, welcome back to the show here, sir. And looks like WWT Raceway not exactly being too friendly to you off the start. What happened there at the ending of stage 1?
I don't know what's going on. The track's just changing so much, and having a really good feeling car, and I just went straight to pushing. So I don't know what's going on. We'll get back out here on this run and see what we can do.
Do you think maybe some of these guys and yourself maybe just are getting a little too hard on the throttle, and some of the turns are just not quite adapting as well as you would like it to?
Yeah, some of that. I mean, I expected to be loose here. The problem was I was getting loose the whole time coming out, and then all of a sudden I'm getting tight, and it's snapping back loose. It's really unpredictable. It's a problem.
Well, maybe unpredictable, but that does not mean it cannot be solved one way or another. So we'll see if you can get it done there, Singleton.
No, sir. Thank you.
Jesse Singleton, ladies and gentlemen, there on the line as he currently tries to progress and figure out what he's got to do here. The caution car will keep lights on just a little bit longer. And I think maybe it is about time we go ahead and listen into one of the other guys right now in the number 85 Chevrolet Silverado camp. This is TJ Lear.
Hello.
Hello again, my friend, here, and once more, we see you back in the proverbial top 5, top 3 spots once more. As you kind of rocking with 2 spots up. How is the truck handling so far?
It's not too bad. Could be a little bit better. 3 and 4 is probably my weakest point. Even though a lot of the guys say it's the easiest part of the track, for me, I just perform better in 1 and 2. And there on that last run, my tires were definitely burnt out, so I still need to try and figure things out. But I'm having a good time, running well, finally. So I'm pretty surprised and pretty happy with the run I'm having so far.
Now, we do know, obviously, you're kind of putting all the weight onto the right side. It usually causes the tires to burn up a little bit quicker, but which one on the right side would you say burns up the most, the front or the rear?
I can actually check right here. It looks like it's my right front that burns up the fastest. It was 83% after the last run, so definitely need to figure something out or just try and manage what I've got.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of ways to do it there, TJ, but nevertheless, appreciate your time here, sir.
Thank you.
TJ Lear, ladies and gentlemen, number 85 driver. As you're hearing his voice, maybe just a little bit nervous about those tires. I think more than anything, though, it's going to be that fuel mileage run these guys got to keep a close eye on, much less just trying to stay away from the wrecks. Nearly halfway done with this race so far, and it has wielded some results, and it has wielded us a little bit of crazy results. Well, we got him off the line. We got him through the corner 1 and 2. And the sun is starting to fade here down in Madison, Illinois. It's already getting colder down here. Can we turn the heat up a little bit, guys? Well, I guess we don't really have to because these drivers in the truck series are turning the heat up a little bit for us as they start to really ignite these engines and exhausts up. Down, caving in through corner number 1 and 2. Patrick Jenks looking to make good work and good use at 85. Jenks right now ready to rip it around the third with that 85 machine right in front of him. Be trying to give him the old fireball treatment. This cup of fireball whiskey in that bad boy and call her good. And you can just see even too just how difficult it is to get around the corner. Kind of has a flat spot off like you would see from Milwaukee Mile. But yeah, at the same time, it doesn't seem to really be phasing him too much. Slam down the wall though in the 38. Same thing we saw Singleton do earlier. Just catching a piece of the corner. Singleton right now trying to adapt and figure it out. Got trapped between a rock and a hard place earlier on. Now looks like he's starting to figure things out and really starting to hone the craft. Jenks is leaving him plenty of room down there. Matt Mingo, hold on down there. Almost losing the corner. Stays under control. That'd have been a bad spot to be in. And Mingo had lost that corner, but he is thankfully A-okay. Now head to head here with the 18 of Sharon Slate, looking to try to push a limit or two and push the motto ahead. Noah Hinkle right now, currently in the top 5 brackets, 7 spots up. Made a good little run around here late into the show, really more so on the other driver's impressions, since he's currently looking to try to keep this one up for grabs. TJ Lear, Noah Hinkle right now currently doing mano-a-mano, a back and forth array between the two. Neither driver giving an inch. TJ Lear currently riding on the back of the bumper of the 91. Hinkle just trying to get him off there and trying to get him away from that position if at all possible. Doesn't look like that's going to be very successful there. No, give me no room as the problems go down. We got more problems for Matt Mingo and Josh Previtt yet again. The same two drivers in that same corner down there, turn number 2, and it bites them once more. And my, it just seems like it just cannot seem to end or really get out of hand for these guys. Let's take a look at the PTM replay and see what went wrong here. Brad looked like he was all alone again. And, oh, or maybe not. Looks like Jenks might have clipped him. Bingo tried to avoid it and ends up slapping the wall. Doesn't hit the wall, he just kind of slapped it. It's like one of those small slaps you usually don't see too much of these days. Thankfully, it was an okay little hit. One last second, Previtt here. Yeah, Jenks ended up slapping him right across, and then a little pirouette from the 12. 35 though, definitely got the worst of that hit, and definitely got the worst of his luck. Now heads into pit road again. And they only get one instant repair as well, I believe, is what I was told when entering into this race. Sophia currently getting racked up again here. We'll listen to the drivers here in just a little while. We're still letting them kind of cool off for just a little bit. Dominic Lee's going to remain your race leader. Philip Will's going to stay right into that second place spot. Rip them down around it again here, and we are back to it, folks. Ten laps remain here in stage number 2. Field will work their way off the corners and off into the distance. At this point, it's really all about just hit your marks and find your lines when you can, hope for the best, and that's what Willis and Lee are just hoping and waiting for right now. Trevor Keats still winless throughout this entire career, still trying to get one here on WWT Race TV. Comes so close, as he mentioned earlier on, but no cigar. He's always find himself kind of in the bad luck spot, the bad area that he doesn't want to be in. That doesn't seem to be the case today. Seems to have it, has it dialed in. Anko right now currently maneuvering his way through the track, through positions, trying to obligate and send his way on around. Seven spots up for him, 8. Anthony Emmer going 8 spots up to the field. He's Hard Charger Award winner #1. He's already kind of got a lock on that as long as he can keep the momentum going. He doesn't want it to be done either. Keeping a close tab and a close eye on that 4, looking for any kind of opening, any kind of little spot to hit him from. We're gonna hit halfway done this time on by. And for the moment anyway, Dominic Lee looking as well to finally not only get that win, but just kind of end the storyline he's brought upon himself. That's one of the biggest things I think really he is keeping a close eye and a tab on here. Oh, hold on down there. CJ DeLear way loose out the corner. He's able to save it. No trouble there on saving it, but unfortunately trouble getting back in position, that's for sure. They'll bring it right back around here, and everyone now is just in a last-minute dash for survival. Two more laps remaining here in stage number 2. The final stage just about upon the drivers. And that's when we're going to see the strategies then really focus in highly on who gets fuel mileage and who's able to clutch in and keep everything under control long enough. That's one of the biggest things we're currently looking at. We're currently trying to see if these guys can figure out and get it dialed in. Anthony Emmerich, in my opinion right now, absolutely tremendous performance here in the 23 yet again. Still winless though throughout. He's looking to try to end that today with this one here. But he's gonna need all the help he can get. Getting it back down, 2 more laps remain. little mini road course in there as well. You see, actually, that's not for show, folks. That's the actual road course. There's a road course built on this track for WWT Raceway. It's from what I seen, it's a very interesting track, I will say. Maybe we'll get to broadcast one day on here on the show. One lap remains here. Dominic Lee currently leading it out. Philip was last time, was able to take control of that one, but may have overdone his tires and may have not thought too much on that pit strategy. The pit stop seemed to have cost the 4, and it's giving Lee all he wants and everything he needs through the distance in corner number 3 into 4. And Dominic Lee is taking stage number 2 home. And you can see just how far everyone has separated out in terms of scope and position here. It's a very wide open range and display here from everyone involved, but for the most part has kept true to its word and stayed true to its game plan, which is stay on the mark and focus your trucks as much as you can, but otherwise you're going to end up in that wall or in the grass, and that's not where you want to be. If I had to choose one or the other, though, I'd probably take the grass, so at least I could make a bit of a comeback without having to spend too much time repairing that truck up. So the Roll 31 is going to bring it on into pit road here. That will set the bar high once again here, race fans. We get ready for our final stage. This should be a dandy one. When we come back, the action will kick back off, and we're going to see who takes control of this one. Today's sponsor includes our friends at Speedmaster Boats with RC radio control efficiency. That's best and as good as it gets with Speedmaster. There's a reason why they are the fastest boats on around. Be sure to check them out for your local hobby and racing needs. Thank you again to Speedmaster Boats for sponsoring the show. So Kelly Hyatt ends up staying out of pit road here. We'll see if that comes into play a little bit later on. Very interesting quirk or little strategy to really kind of bolster up. Again, though, honestly, I'm just thinking they're looking at the overall picture, looking at the overall positioning, and how far they can push the limits and they can do as they please. I heard one of these men once tell me that they were trying to run a marathon, not a sprint, when they were racing, or even doing most things for that matter. Yeah, you think about it too, that actually is pretty ingenious. Kind of say that at first kind of gives you a little bit of a mind boggle, but once you figure it out, you have figured it out. So for the final time and the final leg of this race, race fans, stage 3, the final stage now upon them. They're going to have 51 laps straight to the distance to figure out who is going to be the one on top. 51 31 laps, set to go. The driver is ready to bring it to you. Off corner number 4, they're about to set the bar and settle him down for the scores at hand. Here we go to the straightaway, and it's to the Speedmaster restart zone. We are finishing this one out here in Madison. Driver key, Jesse Singleton already making some good use. Slightly loose off the corner though. And Kelly Hyatt extremely loose off the corner. The 26 has lost in the turn as we go back up to the front. Battle between Willis and Henkel. Willis trying to currently hold Henkel down here as Anthony Emmerich for the first time today is taking over the race lead. Emmerich right now with a 7/10 of a second lead here over the race position. Number 4, Philip Willis in second place in line right now, looking to claim the throne for himself. Field currently matching their way around. Jared Slay in the 18 dealing with double trouble back there. TJ Lear in the 85, and then the 31 of Dominic Lee. Also kind of giving him a little bit of a chance here to try to take down the lady here, the lone girl of our track today. Band of misfit drivers here. They may be misfits in their own little nature, but they are community in their own right, taking care of one another and making sure everyone is well aware of how to stick to their guns and stick to their racing habits. Field marching their way right off down around corner number 4, and you can see immediately just the ride you're getting off that exit. If you can tighten the track up, but again, the more you tighten it up, the harder it also becomes to deal with that tire wear burnout. And then once it gets a little bit stickier, a little bit less grippier, then you got this kind of situation, a little slicker off the exit there for the 18, and it forces her up into the wall. TJ Lear and Dominic Lee able to get around. Dominic, though, going double trouble, taking 2 positions for the price of 1. Mix and match on their way back into the front as well. Trevor Keith here, battle for 3rd between him and Singleton and Noah Henkel. Some absolutely good battles here in the top half. Lots of these drivers need to do it too. They need to stay focused on themselves. They need to stay focused on trying to make the best out of their limelights and out of this track and race. Book Fan Drive is definitely in order here as we watch on. Singleton keeping his door right on the 48th corner panel here, forcing them both up the track a little bit. He's going up topside. The Black & Decker machine now moving its way to the chains as the Tracker Boats 48 tries to hold him back a little bit. Oh, he's going to hold him back more than that, though. Bump and tag. And a little bump and run there on the 51, but the caution flying out as well. Singleton may have caught a bit of a break there, we'll have to say, but unfortunately for the 12 Matt Mingo, the same cannot be said. So got about 10 laps of run in there between these drivers. Just over 10 actually. Pretty good little showcase there as well from them as well. We're kind of starting to figure it out. Josh Previtt has left the building as well, just for the record. So the last week's feature winner at Kansas will not be able to defend his win from last week, which means we'll have another new winner week by week here. Whether or not it will be the same winner from a previous race remains to be unknown. Yeah, seriously, just came off turn number 2. He really didn't have much left. He just kind of fortunately had a tough little spot into predicament. And just tried to overpower the truck a little bit, and I think that was his problem. So that's definitely going to be a tough call there for the old 12 of Mingo here. Looks like he'll head in the pit road. So Anthony Emmerich and Philip Wilson going to stay on out. Aguilar on the top of the track here. Patrick Jenks going to stay as well. So a good chunk of drivers coming into pit road just to get not only squared away on the track, but also get squared up in terms of how damaged or how burnt the tires are, and especially that fuel run being a little bit more shot up. They need all the fuel they can get. Now with only 48 laps remaining here, race fans, I'll ask you at home, who do you think's going to pop away with this victory? So far, it's been a pretty clean little slate, clean little battle back here for every driver involved. Bring him back around the track here. Just another lap anyway. We're still going to remain under the yellow flag. The yellow lights are still flickering on. Flickering, I should say, not flickering. What? I must be slacking tonight. Here we go now. Base lights are off on the base car. The field is ready to bring it back to the green. We'll get them off the corners here at turn number 3 and down at turn number 4. Here we go. Set them off the distance. Emmerich and Willis lead them out. Strong start for Emmerich right out of the gate once again. Oh, that's that back behind though. That makes me kind of question a little bit. Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. Caution out again. Matt Mingo slams the wall off of turn 2. Mingo just cannot simply escape himself or escape corner number 2 without causing any issues to himself or others here. The JDM crew right now definitely have got some work to do under that truck. Oh, man. Slammed the wall really hard there in front of the nose exit, just completely clipped in. Thankfully, no harm or foul. The truck is okay to continue on. I think it's really more of just an overall factor of just trying to keep the emotions intact here, knowing how difficult it is. And looks like Willis wasn't exactly expecting the 23 to hit a pit road, but he is going to indeed. Yeah, it looks like that is all about the fuel strategy run here for these guys. Same thing goes for, looks like, Jenks and Singleton. Still under the caution flag here. The radar right now currently just getting these guys and gals straightened back out, or trying to see if they can make sure these trucks stay out of trouble and they can get this race finished out, especially considering they have almost just 30 laps remaining here. here we go. Back to the line coming this time around. Race fans, 33 laps remain. These drivers are putting down 34 second lap times here when they keep it green, keep it going. So about 34, 35 seconds. Get around the track. Speeds reaching well upwards in the 150 plus category, almost 160, 170s if you will. These trucks have got the power, they've got the momentum, now they just need to start using it to their advantage. Backing them down, they're off corner number 4, this time by it again, here we go. Line up to the Speedmaster restart zone, and away we green the green. Now, who can start to take control of this one? Trevor Keith has got the race lead here out of the gate here. Dominic Lee, though, going to go head-to-head with Noah Hinkle here. This is now going to bolster down to a very, very unique pit strategy in terms of fuel and in terms of scope. Ultimately, what lies on the rest of the field, though, is how they handle these corners and how they treat the turns, because they're getting very aggressive here. They return to 1 and 2 all day long, and that's been where most of the action and troubles have lied in. Flying back on around here, we are still in this race. Nobody giving an inch here. Jesse Singleton, the 51, trying to make a bag of a Caracas comeback here, not just through the points, but also in position in the finishing order. Throws one right at that 38 of Patrick Jenks. Trevor Keith leading the field in. Dominic Lee still starting to get that first win off his back. And right now he is looking strong as can be for that case to get it done today. Young Dominic right now, the only forward driver out of the bunch. Managing to bring the big F-150 camp to the top of the mountain here. Anthony Emmerich with problems down there. The number 23 is in the grass and now out of the back on the track. But his time in the sunlight has ended already. Unless he could get a bit of help here, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Jenks driving hard right now with the 238 behind him. Eric Geef right now currently, as he said earlier on, looking for that first win of his career here on PTM Racing TV, but he is going to have quite a few more laps to go before he can even start really smelling that kind of idea, and especially with Dominic Lee right now giving him a bit of a headache. One thing was for sure was when was Lee going to make the move, trying to make the pass off into the corner, dives in deep. I hope it would stick, but it's not going to stick this time. Another collision there, and once again, it is Trevor Keith who finds himself on the receiving end. Oh my. Well, not going to try to put any fingers on who until we see that PTM replay, but I will say Dominic Lee just seems to find himself in the same situation almost over and over again. No matter what track it is, it seems to be always with this truck. Drifts up a little bit, yeah, he gets the 48. Keith tries to hold his line down, unfortunately, and keeping pressure on, but Lee was not going to be able to keep it around there. And once again, another toe tap and another bumper drag here sends the race leader packing to the back. Yeah, it looked like to me like Dominic kind of drifted up slightly after hitting the corner of the track. Got him all sorts of mixed up there, and then it was pretty much kind of do or die time there from there. So frustrations right now for Trevor Keith running very, very high. Unfortunately, getting caught up in that situation. Now finding himself trapped in the mix of the mid-pack here once again. Dominic Lee is going to take the EOL here, unfortunately for him, because he's going to be charged with that hit that cost Keith that race lead. And there's really not a whole lot you can do about it either. Also, folks, just ignore the blatant spam there in the comment section. I know those things get really annoying, believe us, but, well, we gotta pop up. We gotta deal with them just as much as you guys do. One more time around here, race fans, and get them back up and running. Preparing to corner back through the corners here and ready to ship our way back to round 22. Laps left to go. Willis will be your leader, sending him down to the stripes. Into the Speedmaster restart zone. Lining him back down. Willis looking for a good jump and a kick. He'll get that and more. Green flag is out for the number 4 Publix machine. Swing back. Oh no, not again. It's a big one too. Noah Henkel wrecking it out. Trevor Keith stuck in that mix as well, but Henkel getting the absolute worst end of the bunch. Oh my goodness. And just when you think it couldn't get any crazier, it just seems to find a way to. My end, it looks like he may have gave a little toe tap that got into Mingo, and then it got into everybody, then it got into TJ Lear, and then it got him to himself. Hard to really say, but that's kind of what I'm presuming. That's what kind of looks like to me. So. There's the push, the initial push, and then he gets back on the throttle and. See, just trying to wheel it around, just trying to hold it down in position and trying to hold it in the rackets here. So now under 20 laps left to go here for these drivers. Right now, this field's got to be a bit tired out, a bit more of a drama-centric, if you will, for how the race has been handled, the way it's been going. Nothing on the iRacing admins. It's really just been the track itself has not broken down as well as I think anybody was kind of hoping it would too. So, turn that kind of makes it a little bit harder to work around, a little bit harder to figure out on terms of hard speed and hard racing. But the good news is that they at least know that once they hit that limit, they don't have to worry about the truck or car or whatever they drive accidentally getting stuck in the wrong position. The lights stay on the pace car. And my mic was completely muted while I was making the calls there. I can't even believe it, but Willis is throwing a block, doing the drive, and now he's really throwing the chains right at Singleton. Singleton still trying to deal with the pressure. Willis keeping his momentum up. Here comes Singleton back to the inside again. He's looking for another chance. Oh, he can't quite get him. He's going to try. Willis, woohoo, my word. But he didn't get all of them. Uh-oh, he got him going down the back straightaway, drag racing. Singleton has got it run, but he drives up slightly, a little tight on the entry. Hard on the exit. And an opportunity strikes. Willis not able to capitalize. He's going to try to cross him over as they take the lead. Singleton has got the lead now. Willis, what does he do? He's trying to get as maximum amount of points as he can while Singleton is fighting for everything he's got. Problems down there from Matt Mingo, the number 12, loose off of turn 2. Again, losing the corner. Trevor Keith moves in a third. Another podium may be in the works right now for that number 48 camp, but I guarantee you he's looking more towards the winner's circle check. 7 laps to go. If it stays green, this should be an absolute clinic of an end. Willis had Singleton locked out for just a brief fleeting moment, but he could not keep him down forever. Top 5 on your screen for these final laps. You can see the distance, the gap starting to switch and revert. Trevor Quito, look at this. He's getting some ground here. He's got some coverage. He might have a chance. He's going to try to pour on all the speed he's got left to get both of them. Willis loose off the turn. Couldn't hold it down. Singleton taking control. Can't drive it in that wide and that tight. And that's how you make sure the truck thinks it's going to be able to hold down. That's one thing you don't underestimate with these things. You're always wanting to try to keep them as straight as possible, trying to make sure these machines are bolted to the track like super glue. Final 5 laps remain for the Charlotte, North Carolinian. The Carolinian right now currently trying to keep everybody behind him in stable view. Willis trying to maximize the second place points. You know Singleton's now starting becoming out of reach for him. Keith is really putting a fight to with the 48 camp against the 4. Side by side off the run now. Trevor Keith, open door, open slot, open availability. And that is exactly what Keith wanted to see. Moves the chains on the number 4. Talk about absolutely hard charging, heart stopping, pounding action here on the show. 3 laps left. Singleton literally left for dead in all the other stages except for stage 1, but unfortunately fell victim to a series of unfortunate events that then slowed down his momentum and threw him into the wires. He said the track was adapting, he must adapt with it. He did indeed. He didn't just adapt to it, he ended up making it work with him. That is something that a lot of drivers can't really seem to figure out sometimes. But for Singleton, he got it done today. We've got 2 laps remaining coming to the line. Two more to go. Trevor Keith moving the chains further from Willis here. He's trying to get to Singleton. I don't know if he's going to have enough time, though. Even if he has any speed build up, I don't think there's enough left. Yeah, that's about to say. That's only about a 1/10 of a gain there. He needs about 6 more tenths here to get to Singleton. He's going to try, though. He's going to try. He's got it boiled down to about 6 tenths. Might be a chance here. White flag this time on by. Singleton now has to deal with that drafter. Keith going for broke here. Can he shoot it out to the line here? Singleton gonna push it hard. Oh, but he over pushed it. Came off the corner way too hard. The truck spins it around a little bit. Trevor Keith got an opening. He's got a chance. He's building speed. The momentum is in his hand. He's coming through 3, coming for 4. Coming for home. Does he have enough? Coming off the turn down the straightaway. It's a drag race to the finish line. And Singleton holds him off just by a truck length to the line. What a race. Oh, Singleton catches a break there at the end. Holds Keith back with a late block, but if he didn't throw that block, Keith would have got him. Nevertheless, he didn't win a stage. We thought he had stage 1 locked in, but it was not to be. He didn't need it though. The final stage belongs to the number 51. Jesse Singleton wins it here at WWT Raceway. What a performance. Well, he's going to have a little fun celebrating this one out, I bet ya. I think he's going to do it all night. Well, he'll try to do it all night. Here's your top 10 finishers now on your screen. Singleton with the victory. Keith going second. Third to Philip Willis. Fourth to Anthony Emmerich. Fifth to Matt Mingo. TJ Larga. Sixth, Saren Slate. Eighth going to Kelly Hyatt. Ninth to Noah Hinkle. And 10th to Dominic Lee. That is the finishers and your rest of finishers as well on the data sheet on the scoreboard. Listen in now, top 3, join us in. Your top 3 finishers join us as Philip Willis will take home a 3rd place position. And Willis, that was a hard drive you had from the end point there to hold off Singleton, but then you had Keith kind of intervene as well. But still a top 3 position here for you. Nicely done there, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It was a tough race. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hold Singleton off as long as I possibly could, but I was going to make him work hard for it to get the lead from me. But it was a good run. I used up my tires. I mean, it's hard to beat Jesse anywhere at any track just about. So for me to race him hard and him race me clean and I race him clean, that I'm sure that put on a heck of a show, and that was fun.
It certainly did indeed, but nevertheless, as you come away here with a top 3, is there anybody you want to thank for that?
Yeah, thank you for the broadcast, and thanks for the sponsor of this league. I'm exhausted right now. That was hard running. I know I'm forgetting the name, and I apologize for that. But teammates JDM Racing, it was fun trying to get a top 10 tonight. I've never run a race here at this track. It's a tough joint to get around, and I enjoyed it. Thanks.
For sure there. Philip, thank you for your time here. Congratulations on a 3rd place finish, sir.
Thanks, sir. Have a good night.
Philip Willis coming away today as your 3rd place finisher. Your 2nd place finisher going to be a hard Schraub and driver to the end there. It will be Mr. Trevor Keith, and another runner up for you, Keith. You're a man. I know you've been trying to get that win off your back, but boy, talk about a last minute run there for you and this crew.
Oh yeah, man. One more lap and I had that. And I'm so close to my first win here. 2 seconds. It's just a tough one. Started in last place on that last restart. I did not expect it to drive like that. That's the best the truck drove the whole entire night. I guess I figured it out when I needed to.
You did indeed. Anybody want to thank you for that 2nd place finish?
Yeah, go watch everybody on my stream. Chris, my buddy, always watches every week. Anybody else that tuned in? Speedmaster, you guys as well. Good work that you guys do every week for us.
For sure there. All right. Well, we appreciate your time here, Keith. Congratulations on that second place finish.
Yep, thanks, man.
Trevor, Keith, ladies and gentlemen, coming away second. And last but not least, winning this one out today, ladies and gentlemen, your victory lane winner today, Jesse Singleton. Singleton, congratulations, man. What a final last-minute run for you in the crew. And I just got really two things to say, man. Who do you want to thank, and what a performance this was to the end, sir?
All these competitors I have, Philip, Trevor. I mean, we put on an amazing race there at the end with me and Philip racing. And Trevor, I thought he was going to get me there at the end, but we're just able to hold out there and do everything we could.
Anybody want to thank for that?
All the sponsors, my girlfriend, everybody there.
For sure there. All right, Singleton, congratulations, man. What a performance for you and the crew.
Yep, thank you, Christian, for having us.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Singleton wins it out here. Race fans, we got to go. I got to go, but we are going to sign off for the night. Thanks again, Speedmaster, and everyone at home. Thanks so much for tuning in.